How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I take counsel in my soul and have sorrow in my heart all the day? How long shall my enemy be exalted over me? Consider and answer me, O Lord my God. Light up my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death. Lest my enemy say, I have prevailed over him. Lest my foes rejoice because I am shaken. But I have trusted in your steadfast love. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord because he has dealt bountifully with me. So a big part of my story and the story of my family is dealing with a lot of disappointment, a lot of pain, with medical stuff, financial stuff. Just feeling like over the last 10 or 12 years, we've kind of navigated a ton of frustration, wondering, doubt, kind of wandering. We called it fire season is kind of how we came to refer to it. And so the Lord has brought us through a great deal, but Psalm 13 has always been something that has resonated with me for a number of reasons. And so one of the things I appreciate about the Psalms in general and Psalm 13 specifically is that there's kind of two things happening at once. David is explaining just his state, how he feels like the Lord is far away. He's not hearing from him. How long will you hide your face from me? And so he's basically pouring out his heart to the Lord, talking about the direness of his situation. And I can relate to that and appreciate that. Some of those things are things that I've said, my family has said, not in the same words, but the same feelings, the same sentiment. But when you get to the end of Psalm 13, he says, but I've trusted in the steadfast love of the Lord. I will rejoice because of his salvation. He's dealt bountifully with me. And I can relate to those things as well, because the Lord has been so good. I've been given much, much more than I could ever earn or ever deserve. But I love that in this psalm and throughout the Psalms, people can be two things at once. David in this situation can be really upset, really down, you might even say depressed, but he also returns to the Lord and says, I'm going to worship you anyway. So he finds joy and goodness and hope in the midst of his situation. He doesn't stop being sad in order to worship the Lord. And that's something that the Lord has taught me over the past decade plus, is that I can be sad and down and disappointed and still engage in worship and find joy and find hope in my relationship with God, in the way that I interact with him. I don't have to be one or the other. I can be both of those at the same time. I can still genuinely follow and worship Jesus in the midst of pain, knowing that there's hope and joy and peace in him.